Snipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look at the DXY here. We had a crazy shakeout in the crypto markets last week. I know a lot of people that had sold the bottom. I know I've seen a lot of people that have gotten liquidated, and people are still fearful here when the market is just dangling at the lows. I know a lot of people, like most of the sentiment out there that I've seen, they're still bearish. And that's the exact, and that's when smart money steps into the market. When most of the market is very scared to press the buy button, that's when the smart money buys. When most of the money, which is retail, they're scared to buy. And I'm looking here at the DXY, and it does look like we have a top here on our hands. In the Discord, we did call the bottom over here around September, October, and now I am calling for the top here on the DXY. Okay, so when we take a look here on the daily time frame, going all the way back to September 2022, we do have a 5-wave move to the downside and then an ABC correction to the upside for your A wave, ABC down for your B wave, and then a 5-wave move to the upside for your C wave. So this is a classic flat pattern, and the subwaves consist of 3, 3, 5. Okay, so this was your 5-wave move down. This was your first leg down. This move right over here. Then we had a pause, and now we're ready to start the next leg to the downside. Now this next leg, now this is what's called Wyckoff redistribution. So I'll show you some examples of what Wyckoff redistribution looks like. And yeah, so this is basically what it looks like. It has its move down. It has its initial move to the downside, which is this. And then it chops around here in an ABC correction, and then it sweeps the highs of the range and then continues on the original path. Onto the original path, and that's exactly what we see here for the DXY. Now, I do think that the crypto has bottomed, and something that really supports that thesis is this top here on the DXY. Notice how it rejected off the 618 and the 70.2% fib. When we take a fib from this high over here in September down to the lowest recorded price on the DXY until the current day from this date. So from here down to here, we do see that it's topped out at the 702, and then if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we do have a break of structure. Even the daily, it shows a break of structure here. So what I would be looking is for a continued move down, and then for altcoins to slowly chop up and grind its way to the upside. It would be considered a melt up. what I would consider a melt up scenario. Now I know a lot of the ISO coins, they held up very well. It's almost like the non-ISO coins had no bull market at all, but I think that the I think a lot of those coins that haven't seen that move to the upside, they're ready to go up now. I see that they've come back down to their lows, and considering we have the DXY topping out here, it wouldn't surprise me that a lot of money gets distributed into those risk assets. Now, when we look over here, going all the way back to January 2021, when we take a fib from this low up to this high, we do see that the 78.6% fib is sitting right there at around 94. And then when we also use our trend-based fib to find the C wave target, the one-to-one extension is around that 95, 94 region. When we zoom out a little bit, we do see that the time cycles points to around September, October. So we may see a local top in the markets at around March, April, but ultimately I do think that we should see a top come in the markets around that September, October region, like right over here at the apex of this time cycle, and then continue up from there. Now, going all the way back to the bottom or the top of the subprime crisis here, let me see here. We can actually put waves on this whole structure, and I think this is what it would look like. So this is your wave 1, your wave 2, your third wave, your fourth, and then we have a fifth. I think this would be your third. This is your fourth, and that would be of the minor degree. And then for the subwaves, you have something like this. Okay, it's going to consist of an ABC. Okay, something like that. And then this is your ABC down for your 4, and then we have another ABC up for your 5. Okay, so I do think around that September-October region, we should see a pivot in the market. We may see a local top in the market in around March, April, but ultimately that September, I do have my eyes on September, October. So what I would be expecting from here is a continued move down on the DXY, and bearish invalidation for the DXY would be us having a weekly close back above 110.222. Okay, so if we get a weekly close above this level, then we can invalidate this bearish scenario. But so far, it is looking good considering we have a break of structure here on the 3-day time frame especially. Notice how we took out this low, these 3 lows over here, and then we had a close below it. A wick up to take out this high, and now we're back down. Okay, so once we get a move below the top of the range over here at 106.402, once we get a weekly closure below that, then we know for sure that it's going to come down. It's going to come down to fulfill the rest of this C wave here. So what I see is that the liquidation event has already happened. The worst is behind us, and I see that the market should be moving up from here, considering we have bearish bias on the DXY. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.